Hello there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome to Martha's Fragrance Corner. I have my favorites videos to do because it's like I get to shop. I get to shop my stash. So I do a monthly basket every month, and this is my basket for the month of April. So I've got, Scentsy, I got some tubs, I've got quite an assortment here. In March, I focused mostly on Sassy Girl Aroma, Rose Girls, and I think Second and Spruce and Knowles Farms. I mean, I feel like there's not a month where I'm not warming some Knowles Farm scents. So that was my focus, mostly Teddy Bees, Rose Girls, and Sassy Girl Aroma. This month I started with that same idea, but then I added more stuff to it. But mostly you will see here the Candle Nurse, Lavender and Speckles, and Scoops. I don't touch Scoops very often, and I'm like, you know what? Warming one or two every few months is just not going to cut it. So I decided to do Scoops as a focus, and it's been such a fun basket to do because now I feel like I can fully focus on like spring, summer scents. Today I'm wearing a t-shirt. I've got shorts on. I know you can't see that, but shorts for the first time this year. I went for a walk yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's hot. I mean, we hit over 80s, like low 80s the past 2 days. We're going to take a dive back into, some rain at the end of this week, but it's exciting. It's exciting. Finally getting some weather changes. How's the weather where you are? Do you get snow in April where you live? Are you already like dying of heat where you live? And it's so interesting always to hear where everyone is. But I love this right now. It's like, it's not too hot. It's not cold. I had the windows open last night. It's just like, chef's kiss as far as weather goes. So anyway, let me know how the weather is where you are. I will start with Scentsy, get onto my vendor wax. So if you're interested in hearing what I'm planning on warming in April, then stick around. All right. So I have a pile of Scentsy here. So when I was going through my Scentsy, and I don't know if I said this, I'll timestamp if you want to skip Scentsy. I know it's not for everyone. I got a comment the other day on like, ew, gross, MLM. And it's just like, well, the reason it's pulling up on your feed is because you're commenting on people's videos. So YouTube thinks, oh, she likes these videos. So anyway, I just thought that was funny, but I know it's not for everybody, but I start with Scentsy, then I'll get on to my kind of miscellaneous. I did add a couple of other kind of onesie twosie vendors that I have like 1 or 2 cents from and might as well use them up. But let me start with this. This is brick size cubes. It's just not in a brick, but this is Scentsy's Soar High Through the Sky. It's the Dumbo Soaring High Soar High that came out like fall of 2023. And even back then when I got it, I split it with my daughter because she really liked the scent as well. I have worn this once before, and it's really nice. It's a really, for me, perfect spring scent. It's fruity floral. I believe there's some apple in here. There's definitely some florals. And yeah, and it was a really good performer. And I know this was in clearance, maybe the last flash sale that was offered. I almost grabbed a brick because I'm like, this is a really good scent. So now I'm kind of regretting not doing that, but that's okay. I have quite a number of cubes here from a brick. Okay, then we have, let's see, Dashing. This came out in like fall, winter catalog of 2023, and then they kept it through spring. This I have not warmed, I think, since 2023, but it's a soft, masculine, cozy. I mean, when it came out, I almost felt like there's a vanilla in here and maybe there's sandalwood, but it's a really nice scent. A little different, a little masculine. I do remember this being on the lighter side, so warmed it in the bedrooms, and that's my plan for this time around. And then I have a Sand Sweat. This is friend mail from originally, I guess they got it in August of 2021. There's only 4 cubes in here. This is a great scent. This is a little more on the summer side, but it's I mean, kind of in California. It's just kind of the same. I mean, it gets hotter. It's like hot and then hotter. So I decided to take some out. It was interesting with Scentsy though, because as I was going through there, I'm like, I don't really have a whole lot of like bakery scents, like spring bakery scents. Not that Scentsy offers that many spring bakery scents, but I had a lot of like scents that I really like to warm in the like summertime. Like we're talking July, like those suntan lotion kind of scents, those pool aquatic scents. And so, yeah, I definitely need to place a Scentsy order because I'm like, most of it is fall, winter, really. Anyway, this next one here is Quiver. This came out as Bring Back My Bar back in 2023, like summer of 2023. Very heavy tuberose, but I think it's beautiful. It's strong. Yeah, I really like the scent. So it's in my club. That is Quiver. Then we have Black Tie Affair. This came out in 2024. It was part of the Father's Day collection. I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure. It was this and like Day on the Field, and there might have been another one. I didn't try the third one. It didn't appeal to me, but I did get this one and Day on the Field, and I like that one as well. I tend to like the Father's Day one, so I mean, I do like some masculine scents. I think it's just a nice little variety in there. And this one is, wow. I did club this because I warmed this and liked it quite a bit. But I said, wow, just now, because I feel like I'm getting heavy vetiver and tobacco. And it also has grapefruit in it. So to me, I'm like, it's different from what I remember, but maybe it's been sitting around for a year. So it might've just gotten super strong. This is another love of mine. Love, love, love. Plum and White Woods. This was part of the Bring Back My Bar back in July of 2023. This was one of those scents where I remember warming it. I was doing some laundry. I'm coming up with my basket. And I passed by, because I had it in both bedrooms, the guest and this one. And I passed by in the hallway and I'm like, what's that smell? I'm like, that smells so good. What am I melting up here? And it was Plum and White Woods. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. This is in my club. This is not going anywhere. Plum and White Woods. Yes. It's time to, I need to probably get my club out here because, like I said, I don't have any of my favorite lemon scents. I'm a little low on Scentsy. So this seems to be, somehow I pulled it together, but it was a little bit of an eclectic, choices here. Apricot Cloud. This is from the Valentine's collection this year. The only one of the 3 that I have not warmed yet, because I kept hearing from people that this one was on the lighter side. So I said, okay, I'll give it another month and see how it goes. I do like the scent on cold, but I heard it's light. And I do like apricot scent, so we'll see how that is. Key Lime Pie. This was, I believe, Bring Back My Bar from January. I have not tried this one at all yet. I wanted to save it for when it got nice and warmer. It smells really nice. I do love Key Lime Pie. I love Cocoa Lime. I have Cocoa Lime in my club, even though it's back, but I just leave it in there. So I don't forget at the end of the season. And Cocoa Lime and Crumb Top, fantastic. I had heard that from Christine Sensing, and ever since then I'm like, yeah, just pair the 2 of those. So I don't think I need this, but it smells good. So I want to give that one a try. This one is Coconut Citrus Parfait. I want to say this was from Bring Back My Bar last summer, and Chris, I was going to say from Dazzling Scents with Chris, her wax channel, or her channel has changed to Whimsy Wax and Books, I think. Did I get it right, Chris? But you can find her, if you forget that, you could still find her under Dazzling Scents with Chris. But this is one, she sent me a few of the Bring Back My Bars because I didn't buy the kit last year. And I had stayed away from this one because of the coconut. Scentsy's coconut can come off waxy, and I'm getting a little bit of waxiness on this one, so I haven't warmed it yet. And then Rum Raisin Cookie. This is from January of 2023. And that was a great Bring Back My Bar grouping in January 2023. I put several in my club, including this one. It smells like cookies. It smells like rum raisin cookies. And even though maybe more appropriate for kind of fall because it's heavier, I don't have a lot of bakery. Okay, Happy Go Lucky. I want to say this is also from last year's Bring Back My Bar during the summer. So if it is, thank you, Chris, because you sent me some. And yeah, I remember having this on my list as one that I wanted to try. It smells perfumey and nice. So I'm looking forward to finally melting that. Happy Birthday. This was a partial in there. I only have 4 cubes, so I figured I'd use it up. Sandalwood and Cranberries. This one I put in here. I forget, was this part of the Bring Back My Bar? I don't remember because I didn't buy that kit either, so I wasn't kind of as invested. But I put this in here because I'm running out of like things I can melt from Scentsy that I would feel is weather appropriate because I am a weather mood melter. But the cranberries in here add a nice fruitiness, so I figured that would be fine. Then we have Fuzzy Blanket. I have a couple of these. This is in my club currently, and it's just a scent that I do like a lot. So, but I don't know if I love it enough to keep it. And then last but not least here is Wildflower Cotton. This was from the Mother's Day collection back in 2023. I really fell in love with this scent and put it in my club. It is very similar to me to, what was that scent? Oh gosh, it's a sandalwood scent. I don't even know if it's offered in the catalog. Can't remember. Can't remember what it's called now, but anyway, it does smell to me like it's got sandalwood. And oh, it's really good and a great performer. So Wildflower Cotton. So that is it. So let me get on with a few additions that I did put in here. I did want to, even though I'm not focusing on Teddy Bees like I was last year, I did find some tubs that were partials. So I figured let me get those out and give those a try. So this one is Snow Queen. Glasses on. The Snow Queen. And sorry if I'm a lot. I still have a little leftover cold guck in my throat. And I find myself clearing my throat all the time. So Marshmallow Fireside, Warm Vanilla Sugar, Sugared Spruce. This is from August of 2023. This is Snow Queen. I want to say I've melted. I mean, obviously I've melted it because it's a partial, but I could have split some with my friends. I think this was light from what I remember, but pretty. It got some nice shimmer on top. And then Evangeline. Also, I have not worn this, even though it's a partial. Me and 2 of my friends split this. One of my friends' name is Evangeline. So we were like, we have to get it. This is Mossy Oak Trees, Wild Poppies, Citrus, Sandalwood, Southern Breezes, and Warm Amber. And this smells, from what I recall, it's soapy. Like, yeah, it's what I would, which to me reminds me of a scent of like some kind of soap. Pretty, perfumey, like a perfumey soap, but soapy, but pretty. So we'll give that one a try. That is very strong on cold. You never know though with Teddy Bees. It's like, you never quite know how it's going to perform. At least in my house. So let me know if you're one of those. I know there's people who it's like, nope, works great. And I get that back and forth, but I just can't say no. Can't say no to Teddy Bees. Okay, this one here was friend mail from April. I also kind of gave some as friend mail to someone else who really likes, it says Blackberry Blizzard, but I'm pretty sure it's Blueberry Blizzard. I smelled it earlier and I'm like, no, this is Blueberry. I think I just wrote Blackberry instead of Blueberry, but it's from Waxy Taffy. And I like that they come individually wrapped and you can just drop, you just unwrap it and drop it in your warmer. I think it's the only thing from Waxy Waxy Taffy that I have. So again, this month is a little bit too of like, if there's just like this one little straggler, then let's just warm it. And, or if there's a partial, let's just warm it. This one here is It's a Jolly Holiday. It's from Super Tarts. I think I've melted one other thing from Super Tarts. This was from friend mail from Summer Michelle. And I put this one in here, even though the name would make you believe it's a Christmas scent, because there's, I think it's like a blackberry, raspberry, kind of like a jelly donut kind of scent to it. So I figured, you know, it's not like it smells like Christmas. And really, you can warm whatever you want anytime. For me, it's really about scent. I don't care what it's called. And you'll see that in a second, because I'm warming something that does tend to come out in the wintertime. And I feel like did I have like wax on my nose this entire time? Probably. But anyway, now I'm like, was it like that the entire time? Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, you warm whatever you want, whenever you want. It really goes by scent for me and how I'm thinking about a scent. So let me pause for a second and check to make sure I don't have other weird stuff on my face. Next, I have Knowles Farm Scents, because there really isn't a month that I'm not warming Knowles Farm Scents in some way, shape, or form. So the other scent that I was mentioning that would seem like it's a winter scent, but it's not for me. Berrylicious Evergreen. I only had 4 cubes left, so I wanted to use it and enjoy it. This is blackberry and sugared spruce, but the blackberry in here is just it's gorgeous. And the sugared spruce, like it's not heavy. It's not like a heavy winter scent at all. For me, this is like year round to enjoy. And so I did stick that in here. And the reason I went even poking around the Knowles Farm Scents drawer is because I believe, at least he mentioned a few months back, that he would add Pharaoh to the May pre-order that he has coming up. I want to say it's like May 9th. It's definitely like the first week or so of May. And I want to smell Pharaoh and decide if I want a backup of it or use it, you know, and enjoy it. But this was a scent that when I first heard it, I was like, I don't know about these scent notes, because there's patchouli in here, there's leather, and those are the ones that kind of kept me from ordering this. But then I heard people talking on his Facebook group saying that this was such a good scent. So I'm like, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to order this one. So it also has jasmine, tonka bean, sandalwood, amber, and musk, besides leather and patchouli. And when I got this last year, this is from May of last year, I smelled this on Cold Sniff. I'm going to do it again because it's been a while. And I remember going, oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I don't know why I was worried. So definitely one that I want to try and see if he does offer that I will go in for seconds. Then since while I was in there, I figured, let's do cheat day. This is strawberry pound cake, sugar cookie royal, and birthday cake. It was another partial here, part of a chopped up mini loaf maybe. So I figured I will, use that up. And then this is from October of 2023. So I also want to get to the point where I'm using fresher stuff and not letting things sit around so long. This is sugar cookie dough bread. So it's like a signature. I don't know if it still is, but it was definitely early days. It was one of his signature scents. It's a blend that he uses in many things like cheat day. That note was in there. It's Amish friendship bread, zucchini bread, sugar cookie. I don't know if I just said that already, but this is a scent that it's just, when you melt it, it's, oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sniffing a lot of things right now in this video, but it smells so good. And some of this I haven't smelled in ages. So looking forward to melting that. So that was the Knowles Farm Scents that I threw in here. And then another kind of one-off that I tossed in here was Rose Girls. I've been doing super good on melting Rose Girls this year. And even last year. I mean, I was on a no-buy last year. And I'm at the point where I'm off my timeout of no more Rose Girls because I have room in the drawer. And as I was looking through there, because I was like, well, let's just keep this momentum going. I'm like fall, winter, fall. I'm like, wow, I don't have a lot of summer scents or spring scents from Rose Girls. So I mentioned this in my what I've been warming video. Tag me if you see that she's doing a pre-order. And I know I just missed one, but that's okay. Opposite of keto and jelly donut. So this is sugar cookie dough, monster cookie, royal sugar cookie, waffle cone, pretzel, cream cheese frosting, and jelly donut. This is from October of 2023. So this was one where I felt like, oh, it's not a fall scent. I can warm that now. And for me, fall scents was like apple fritter, and I can warm those like in September and stuff. I'm just not in the mood for it now. I still have some, but you know, I'm looking for some spring summer scents from Rose Girls. Okay, let's get on with, let's do Lavender and Speckles. So this was a focus vendor for this month. So I did pull out more than, you know, what you just saw here from other little onesie twosies. Because I haven't warmed Lavender and Speckles it's been a little bit. And I do love her scents. Her wax, you know, can be a little hit and miss. It's not so much a miss. I just find it's works better in my home, at least, in smaller areas. Not always. Some are bangers, but that's what I think. I'm going to take a sip here. Sorry. Okay. Sweet Home, Alabama, roasted pine cones and French bourbon. Who was it? Someone recently, I don't know if it was in my Facebook group or just on Facebook that I saw someone, or was it Chris? Someone recently warmed this, or in a video I was watching, I'm like, oh, I have that scent. And it made me think like, I need to warm some Lavender and Speckles. So I have not smelled this. I mean, I've smelled it. I haven't warmed it. And this is the olive oil consistency, which is very soft. Thank you to someone who left a message on I think it was my top 5 vendors video that said, treat this like a scoop, because if you get it out and try to chop it and stuff, it's just very soft wax. So I will be treating these like a scoop and see how it goes. So that is Sweet Home, Alabama. And then I have also in that same, I think these are the only 2 in this olive oil wax. It's Coastal Pine Cones, roasted pine cones with hints of lemon, marine air, and sea greens. Coastal Pine Cones. So I'm looking forward to that one. I want to say Chris loves that scent. Okay, then the rest of these are her traditional or her, you know, original wax, which I think is a Parasoy. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is Flowers in the Forest. I do know that Chris did melt this a few weeks ago in one of her What I've Been Melting videos, and love this one. So this is Flowers in the Forest. This is Queen of the Night Flower, roasted pine cone, Palo Santo, and fresh cut grass. This was gifted to me by Steph from Steph Loves Life. And this is the large bag. So there's quite a bit in here. I don't remember what this smells like. Yeah, this is pretty. This is so now. This is so what I'm in the mood for right now. So thank you, Steph, for sending this to me. And thank you, Chris, for, you know, reminding me like, yeah, I should be warming some Lavender and Speckles. Then this one is Lilac, Marshmallow, and Fireside. This is fresh lilacs blended with sweet and smoky marshmallow fireside. This is from August of 2023. Like, I really want to stop with, you know, finding things from 2023. But lilac. So again, I'm kind of spring flowers, even though I'm not a heavy floral, as long as it's not headache inducing, every once in a while, it's really nice to have a nice floral, especially, like I said, this time of year. This one is Soft Cashmere and Fig. So this would be probably more late summer, fall, but it's from 2023. So trying to use it up. Luxurious Fig, Ginger, Plum, and Woodsy Musk blended with soft cashmere, warm amber, and spun sugar. Have not warmed this at all, so I'm looking forward to that. Then we have a big bag here of Luke's Diner Breakfast. This is blueberry cheesecake blended with pumpkin pecan waffles, cinnamon, white cake, and French toast with maple syrup. This does sound pretty heavy for me right now, but it also smells really good. Like, smells really good. Oh gosh, yeah. This is yummy. This is like gooey. I get the gooiness from like the syrup. And even though I know I'm not big on super sweet like caramel, butterscotch, toffee scents, like this has that other the black the blueberry cheesecake that's in there, and the pumpkin and the cinnamon and the cake. So it's not super sweet, but it's there. I am so looking forward to that. So that is Luke Steiner. Then we have also from 2023, Whiskey Sweet. This is golden amber, vanilla infused whiskey, and sweet red berries. This is like a dupe of Sweet Whiskey from Bath & Body Works, and I love that scent. So I have that. I remember this being a reason I went off of a no-buy, and I still haven't warmed it. So I am telling myself now, for reasons like this, especially when I'm tempted with a pre-order, I'm like, when am I going to melt that? You know, when am I going to melt that? She's probably offered this like 3-4 times since that one time where I'm like, ooh, I can't say no. I have to order. So yeah, when am I going to melt that? That's kind of my, if it's not soon, then I don't need it. Right? That's what I'm trying to tell myself. This one is Strawberry Musk. This was from May of 2024. We're getting closer, closer to this year. This is strawberry pound cake blended with tiny bit of iced vanilla woods, Bath & Body Works type. She said it's strong. So I have not warmed strawberry musk. I think I've warmed strawberry musk and pine cones. I think there was a variation of this that I have warmed. I really liked that scent. So that is my Lavender and Speckles. I really do love Beth's scents. But I just have to know where to place them and how to warm them. But she's got some great scents. So I want to, her drawer's full, that drawer's full. And I want to be able to, again, make room and use things in a timely manner. So I have not bought any pre-orders from Lavender and Speckles because of that. So I'm trying to stick to my wax goals and what I said. So here's a question for you. And even if you don't know off the top of your head, just kind of guess. How old is the oldest wax that you have? Let me know. Mine, I think I'm done with 2022. I don't think I have any 2022. So I obviously have 2023. But yeah, how old is the oldest wax that you have? I'm curious. Okay, next is the Candle Nurse. Love the Candle Nurse. I've only placed 2 orders. She's still fairly new. I think she's not quite a year old yet, a year anniversary, at least of her business. Emily's more than a year old. But she's become a fast favorite vendor of mine. And when I ordered in January, I want to say it was the end of January, I got a number of testers to try. So I wanted to not wait months and months before I tell her what I think. So I wanted to warm these. So Breath of Life. This was poured on January 4th, 2025. And she wanted, she's got some souffles in here. So she's testing the consistency. And I think they got harder as we went higher in number. But Breath of Life, fabulous scent on cold. I haven't warmed any of these, but I did order this scent. And if it wasn't for Steph from Steph Loves Life talking about the scent, I probably would have not picked it, but it's beautiful. It's really, really good. So I'm very excited about warming all of these. This one is Lunar Lace. I don't know the scent notes for these, but also in a souffle. This is number 5. So they're different consistencies, I believe. And then Vanilla Woods in a souffle, and very, very nice. I just didn't want to hold on to these too long. And then we have Purple Haze. This was a fragrance tester. I have Cookie Butter. So that's like a bakery scent. And then this one I believe was also a bakery scent. It's Abuelita fragrance tester. Oh my gosh. Seriously, Martha. Abuelita. It's just called Abuelita. And this smells yummy. It's like a bakery. Definitely getting a cookie bakery kind of scent to that. So my grandma's, that's what I call them, Abuelita. So that I'm very excited to smell and try. So last but not least, scoops. Do you have scoops? Get them out. Use them up, especially if you're one like me that they've been sitting here for a while. So these are from April of 2023. So almost 2 years old. And yeah, haven't really tried these. So these all from, okay, I almost pulled out some L3 scoops, but then I think I decided to keep it all from Scoopable Wax Melts. And I believe their name now is Macaron Wax Melts. She's no longer making scoops. But I have plenty. So this is Raspberry Jelly Royal Sugar Cookie. It's just a very strong raspberry jelly. This would be great with, and I haven't used it all up, the Rose Girls Monster Cookie Fluff that I have. So maybe I can kind of melt those in the same vicinity. Then I have Warm Vanilla Sugar Type. This is rich notes of sugar and vanilla nestled with a hint of musk. So this I think is more of a maybe body lotion vanilla. Yeah, I would say so, but it's just vanilla. Then I have Raspberry Sugar Type. This is blend of sugared raspberries, plum, and a tiny little hint of floral. When I bought this, I probably didn't know it then, but I don't really love raspberry that smells floral-like. So I don't know. I've only used a little bit of this one, and I'm sorry, I haven't been showing the labels. But actually, this one doesn't smell bad. I definitely get the sugar in here and the plum. So it might be okay. I just don't care for like raspberry scents that smell very floral. And then we have Carbs. Dunk My Donut, Royal Sugar Cookie, and Fresh Baked Bread. Or I can even use this with the raspberry, with actually any of those three. This might be a nice, just, kind of mix it. Just good old Carbs. And then this is Sea Salt Lavender Breeze. This is Summer Days Spent by the Sea with a Soft Lavender Breeze. This one I have melted some before, and I didn't totally love it because I think the sea salt was just a little too heavy. But it's actually kind of nice. It's okay. It's not a love. But I feel like maybe it's grown on me since the first time I smelled it. So that is Sea Salt, Lavender, and Breeze. And that's what I am planning on melting in April. It's always fun to look forward to new scents to melt. And I enjoy it. My baskets, I love doing them because I love kind of shopping my stash. And I get a little, I don't know, there's a kick out of doing that. And then I also like seeing at the end of the month how much I've used of this basket, right? And you kind of physically see, I'm a visual person, so I visually see that I'm using up my wax. And then third reason I like baskets is because then I don't feel overwhelmed. I'm not looking at all the wax and trying to decide. It's like it's in this basket and there's enough in here to give me variety. And sure enough, I can always go and pick stuff from my stash if nothing in here is appealing. And I've done that. Like last month I picked, or in March, I picked up Achu when I was sick, and that wasn't in my basket. So I know what I have, and that's always an option. So I love it. So let me know if you do baskets, and if you do you have, are you doing like, I know Patricia Gates does the monthly challenge. I haven't done a monthly challenge in a while because I just like to melt what I like to melt. But do you do a monthly challenge? Are you focusing on a vendor or wax? Are you focusing on partials? Or you just, picked whatever sounded good? So let me know if you do that and kind of what's in your basket. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I know this video can be a little longer because I tend to start sniffing things and all that, but I really appreciate you being here. And if you enjoy this, consider give me a like or subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And of course, just say hello. Engagement in any kind of comments and stuff definitely helps my channel as well. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful April. I hope March was good for you, but I hope your April is even better. And wherever you are, if you're tired of cold weather, I hope you start to see the temperature rise a little bit and get a little nice, beautiful sunshine. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.